Okay, the first question. So we know that there is a total of 60 people, and always we start from the center and then we'll throw the other one outside and then last at the end. Okay, so the center would be 20 students study both French and Spanish, so 20 would go there. 13 students study French but no Spanish, so this would be French but no Spanish. A total of 43 students study Spanish, so this whole circle would be 43. So 43, take away whatever already there, 20, which makes it 23, and the total is 60, so 60 take away 13, take away 20, take away 23. So it's just going to be what, so that just makes it 4 on the outside. Yeah. Write down the probability that the students studies neither French no Spanish. So not French, no Spanish, which makes it how many people? Which makes it 4 people out of total 60 people in total. That, if you simplify, is 1 over 15. Right, next one. Find the price of CD in the difference of country. You want to pay the cheapest price on box of set. Which country should you buy the set from? Okay, so let's convert everything into pounds. Okay, so £98 for the UK. This one 134.99 divided by 143, 1.43. Which gives 94.40, which gives you about £94 and 39.8, which is literally 40 pence. And then euros to pounds. So what if we do? We would multiply this, not divide, we will multiply by 0.73. Okay, 139.99 times 8.73, which will give you £102 and 19 pence. Okay, that was too easy. Okay, from which country should you buy the? It will be UK, which is the lowest. Sorry, not UK. That will be USA, £94, £94.40. Gina lives in the UK. Why it might not be the best country? Because travel cost. It's expensive to USA. Okay, you could write a couple of other reasonable answers. Next one. Times it by 10 to the power 4. Move it 4 places, so 3.6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stick 0 there. 36,000. The next one. This is one with the calculator. Just do a division on it, just as it is written. Make sure when you type it with the brackets. Okay, exactly how they wrote it. Okay. That will give you answer to 3 significant figure in a standard form. Let's say 5.96, that is, times 10 to the power minus, what does it say, 8. Okay. The information, there is an outlier. Which one would be the outlier? This one. Why is this an outlier? Because it doesn't fit the pattern. It doesn't fit the pattern. What type of correlation does it goes? So let's kind of draw a line of best fit. Okay, make sure on the top of the line there's a similar number of crosses as the bottom of the line. Okay, this is a line of best fit. What type of correlation? What is it? Positive correlation, isn't it? Positive correlation. Describe means just write as maximum daily temperature increases, always you start with the x-axis here. Yeah, the number of number of children at the pool. increases. Okay. Write down an estimate for the number of on the 11th day. So you just want to do on the 11th day. Sorry, on the 11th day the maximum temperature was 19. Write down an estimate for on the 11th day. On the 11th day the maximum daily temperature was 19. Okay, daily temperature was 19. Just go to 19 on it. Yeah, that's why we draw line of best fit. If you don't draw line of best fit, you cannot do it. Okay, make sure always draw line of best fit. 19 roughly. Yeah, what number is it? So I'm reading somewhere 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm reading 18 roughly. I would say anything between 16, 17, 18, 19 is okay normally. Okay, around that range. Okay, any of the answers is fine. Just write one answer, don't write so many answers. Right? It would not be sensible to use a scatter graph to predict number of children going to the maximum at 13 degrees. Why we cannot do 13? Because remember, this is your range of answers, okay? And this one, okay, technically it's outside the range. Okay, it doesn't come into that range of answers. So the reason is because it's out of range. Therefore, it is what you call an extrapolation. So that's why it's not a good idea to do it. You shouldn't do it. Okay. If it was inside the range, it's called an interpolation. This one is an extrapolation. Solving simultaneous equations. Okay. Let's just, I'll make the x the same. So times this by 4 to make it the same. Technically, that's times it by 1. So it's over 1x. I'll give you what? 4x plus y equals 10. 4x minus 20y equals 52. Make sure subtract. That goes y take away 20y. That's technically an addition. 21y. 21y equals to 10 take away 52 is minus 42. Y is minus 42 over 21 minus 2. Pick an equation. Let's pick the first one from the question. 4 bracket x, actually we don't know the x. Yeah, 4 bracket x plus y. Okay, how much is y? Y is technically minus 2 equals to 10. How to cancel minus 2? Or realistically add 2 to cancel it, isn't it? Add 2. 4x makes it 12. X just makes it 3. Okay, easy. Okay, you shouldn't have any issue on these questions. Question number 7. The bottom of the ladder is on a horizontal ground. You could see that. Work out the value of x when h is equal to 4d. Okay, remember this is your hypotenuse because you're doing angle trigonometry. That will be the opposite, and this will be the adjacent. Okay, so you have opposite and adjacent, which formula is tan of x is equal to. Okay, so question number 7. So this would be the hypotenuse, opposite and adjacent. So we could just use the formula. So we have opposite and adjacent anyway, so that's tan of x equals to opposite over adjacent. Opposite is h over adjacent is d. Okay, they told you h is what? 4d. So instead of h, just put 4d, and then d and d cancel. That basically give you tan of x is 4. Look at the value of x. X is what? Tan inverse of 4. Tan inverse of 4, that gives you 79.96. Okay, degrees. Simple. Here are some quadratic. Find the expression on this one. That's an easy. Remember, 3 to 8 is 5. 8 to 15 is 7. 9. 5 to 7 is 2. That's also 2. Remember, these are the numbers you're looking at. Let's start. 2a is 2. A is just 1. 3a plus b equals what number? 5. 3a is what number? A is, we just had it. 1 plus b equals 5. 3 times 1 is 3. Subtract the 3. B just works out to be 2. The last formula is a plus b plus c is what number? 3. A is 1, b is 2, plus c equals 3. 1 and 2 is 3, take away 3 to cancel, c just makes it 0. So the general formula would be it's an squared plus bn plus c, so that makes it 1n squared, just write as n squared, plus 2n plus 0, but don't worry about the 0. Okay, you don't need to put it. Show that 36 is not a term in the sequence. Okay, it depends how you want to do it. Well, technically you would say n squared plus 2n should be equal to 36, n squared plus 2n minus 36 equal to 0. Okay, factors of 36 that can make 2. Well, it shouldn't work realistically, right? Because so, and you should say n cannot be done, or just say after 15 24 you're adding 9, and you just added 11 to it, then it, which makes it 35. So 36 is not in the same, 35 is. Okay, next one. A, B, C. So A is to B is 8 is to 5, B is to C is 3 is to 4. The common letter is B, so times it by 3, times it by, and this common letter is 5, times it by 5 over here. That would make it 24 is to 15, 15 is to 20, and then A is to B is to C. A is 24, B is 15, C just makes it one number, 20. Can be divided by anything? The simplest form, remember you want the simplest form. No, that's the simplest form. Next one, the area of the shaded diagram. Okay, so well, we can work out the area of the L shape. If you look at the L shape here, more or less, there you go. That's a 4, that's a 2, okay, that's a 3, and the perimeter of the shape is 28. Okay, so the whole perimeter of this full shape is 28. So what we could do, okay, you know that, remember, this is 4, this is this is 4 here, 4 and 2, that makes it 6, so this should also be 6. Okay, if I call this length to be x, that's x and that's 3, so this would be also x at 3 more or less. We can do the total in there, which would make it 2x, add 4 add 6 is 10, 10 add 15, add 3 is 18. Okay, so that will make it 2x, add 18, that will be equal to 28. 2x is, subtract the 18 on the other side, 10, x just makes it 5. We can put a 5 here, 5 add 3, that makes it 8. We can make a rectangle here, 2 times 3, that makes it 6. 8 times 4, that makes it 32. So the total area of that L shape is 32 add 6, makes it 38 then. Okay, then you have to take out this triangle. So this is 4 here, that's good. This is 8. I can work out the area of this white triangle, which I have to take out. 4 times 8 divided by 2. 2 can divide the 8, that makes it 4, that makes it 16. That's 3, and then we know the other one is 6 anyways. 3 times 6 divided by 2, the 2 can divide the 6, make it 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, so we just had to do the total area was 38, take away the other areas are 16, take away 9. Okay, once we take these areas out, we will get this one. Okay, that's what you want. So that will make it 38 take away what, 25, which will make it 13 meters squared finalized. Okay, now next one, if Alex want to find out how many ducks are in the capture and recapture. Okay, so remember it's tag over population, how many are tagged or marked. So on the first day 30 were tagged. Remember the population, we have no idea what the population is, let's call it P, or you can call it X, whatever. On the next time you catch it 40 and 8 of them are tagged. So remember tag is 8 out of 40. Cross multiply, 40 times 30, 1200 equals 8p. P just works out to be 1200 divided by 8, which makes it 150. Okay, assume that none of the tag fell off. If the assumption is wrong, what will happen? Okay, if you assume some of the tag fell off, okay, you are basically having an overestimation. tick the correct statement. Okay, question number 13 now. So if you look at it here, y is proportional to x. So I'm just going to kind of go, okay, y equals to k times x. Okay, y is what number? Y is 400. I'm picking this one. K times x is 5. K is 400 divided by 5, just makes it 80. Let's try again. Y equals to k times x on the other one. We just need to make sure that the k is the same. Y is what? 576 equals k times k, we don't know. X is 6. K is 576 divided by 6 is 96. Well, k is not the same number, so it's not that one. Okay, let's try again. Y equals what is this one? Is k times x squared. Y is 400 equals k times x is 5. 5 squared is 25. K just makes it 400 divided by 25 is 16. Let's try again. Y equals k times x squared. Y is 576 equals k times x is 6. 6 squared is 36. So 576 divided by 36, 16 k is. There you go. That's the one then. Because k is the same number, can you see? I don't need to check this one. I know. These are the one. Okay, good. Write the formula for in terms of x. Very simple. We got the formula. What is it? Y equals to k is what? 16 times x squared. There you go. Something from here because we know the k is 16. Good. Moving. So, what are the two mistakes? Okay, let's see. Let's find the mistakes then. So first, there is a solid line that goes through here. Remember, these are solid, so equal to as well. It crosses x-axis, so that line is x is greater than or equal to 0 because your r is on your right. This equation, I can work out this line equation. If you look at it, that one, I can make a right angle triangle like this if I want to. 2 and 2, 2 over 2, that makes it 1. Y equals to 1x. You can write x, and where it crosses y-axis, remember y-axis, it makes it cross at +2. So y is equal to 1x plus 2, and region R is above the line. So y is greater than or equal to 1x, let's call it x plus 2. The last one is this line. Let's just make these two here, this point and this point, 2 and 2. 2 divided 2 is just 1. Y equals to not 1x anymore because the line goes that way. It's a minus x or minus 1x, minus x. And where it crosses y-axis, it crosses at 7. But remember, your region R is below that line, so y is less than or equal to minus x plus 7. Just tell them that these are the equation that it should be, and then you should be good. That's wrong. They said y is greater than or equal to 0. That's wrong. What's this one? That's the wrong one. Even that one. Look at it, the sign they used. Okay, just tell them it's this should be, this is what it should be. Simple. 3 strip, okay, make sure. Equal width from 1 to 4. So 0 doesn't count, okay, from 1 till 4. So let's make it. Normally we think the first one is a triangle, but you know, they cleverly kind of said, don't do the first strip, because normally it's like a 4 strip at that point. But they just only do 3 strips. So this is your first strip, second and third strip. Okay. So if you look at it, this number, always write it down. So what do we have? 4, 3.8, 3.6. That number 6.4 plus 8.4, 9, 9.2, 9.4, 9.6. And you want the areas of these. Very simple. And what's your height? 2 take away 1 is 1. So the height is automatically 1 everywhere at that point. Okay. So the first area, if you look at it, is what? 3.6 is a trapezium. So we don't do this one. Don't do the triangle one. Okay. So it's just the trapezium one. So 3.6 plus 6.4 times by the height, which is 1, as we discussed here, divided by 2, which works out 5. Okay, so that area is 5. The next one is 6.4 plus 8.4 times by the height is 1 divided by 2. which will make it 7.4. That makes it 7.4 on that one. The last one is 8.4 plus 9.6 times it by the height divided by 2, which makes it 18 divided by 2, which is 9. So what is your total area on that? 5 at 7.4 at 9. Which makes it 21.4 meters. That's there. Describe what this represents. The area, remember, always represent distance traveled. The gradient will be acceleration, remember. The area will represent distance traveled. Okay. Simple. Explain whether your answer is underestimate or overestimate. Okay, where do you start? You start here, where do you end? Here. Is my red line underneath the black line here? This is your black line, that's your red line. Is it underneath it? Yes, of course. Underneath it means underestimation. Okay. Good. This one. The radius of the circle is 30. What percentage of the area is shaded? Okay, compared to the full circle, you know the area of a full circle, pi r squared, pi times radius is 30 squared, 30, that is 900 pi. Let's keep it in pi, it looks nicer. Then the area of the shaded is the area of the sector, take away triangle. The area of sector is easy, 80 over 360 times pi times r squared, what is it, 30 squared, take away area of the triangle. If this is 30, this is also 30. Remember the formula for area of a triangle, half AB sine C. Half 30, 30, sine angle is 80. You plug that through. 80 over 360. Just type the whole thing anyways. 30 squared. Take away half times 30 times 30 sine, which will give you 185.55. 185.155. Okay, then all you do is 900 is the full area pi, and then how much is the shaded area? Was the percentage of shaded area was so the shaded one is 185.155 times it by 100 divided by 900 pi. There you go. Times it by 100. 6.55%. It doesn't say how many decimal places. I'm just going to put 2. 6.55%. If it was 1 decimal place, you have to. I think the answer is 6.5. Just make sure. Okay. Next one. One girl is going to be chosen for the head girl. A different girl is going to be chosen for the deputy head girl. One boy is going to be chosen for head boy. Different boys chosen. How many different ways this can be done? So first of all, there are 95 girls and 87 boys. So all you do 95 girls times it by 94, because one is head girl, the other one is deputy. Okay. But then remember, this can be like switched around. So you got to divide it by 2. And the boy can be turned around the other side as well. So times it by 87 times it by 86, because one is the head, the other one is the deputy, divided by 2. Plug it through. 95 times 94 over 2 times 87 times 86 over 2, which gives you a lot of answers anyways. 16703565. Okay. Next one. M is a point on the line of segment. The line L is perpendicular to PQ. All right. PQ is perpendicular to PQ. Okay. So what you should always look is the PQ is these two things. Okay. Perpendicular. So let's work out the gradient of this, which is what? Gradient is change in y over change in x. Change in y. 12 take away 7 over change in x. 11 take away minus 9. That's a 5 on the top over, what's this? adder is add here, which makes it 20 simplified always 1 over 4. But that's PQ gradient, but you want the perpendicular gradient. So M is, switch it over, 4 over 1, which is technically 4, positive, so negative, so minus 4. So I know the gradient, so y equals to minus 4x plus c. And I need to work out the point M. M is the point where PQ is at. So, okay, so if you look at it, you just need to find where the coordinate for the M stands, okay? So if you kind of do a sketch, x and y axis, P is minus 9 and 7, minus 9 and comma 7, let's say here. The next bit is Q is 11 comma 12. Let's call it here 11 comma 12. That's Q. And M is somewhere, no idea, somewhere in the middle. So let's just call it like that. Okay. That's minus 9. That's 11. What's that? That's about 12. What's that number? That's about 7. Okay. It's split into 5 parts, remember? Minus 9 to 11 is 20 divided by 5 parts. That make it 4 for each. P to M, that's how many parts is it? 2 parts. So 4 times that is 8 parts. From here to here, it needs to be 8 parts. So minus 9 at 8 is minus 1. I know I wrote it on the positive by, yeah. And then this one, 12 to 7 is how many parts? It's 5 parts. You split it into 2 to 3 makes 5, so divided by 5, that makes it 1. And then just do it how many? 2 parts up. 2 parts up, that makes it 2 times 1 is 2. So that number makes it 9. So the coordinate you have is minus 1 comma 9. Okay, and substitute that coordinate back in. So what do we get? Y is 9 equals minus 4 bracket minus 1 plus c. That's 4. How to cancel 4? Minus 4 to cancel. C makes it 5. Y equals minus 4x plus 5. Finalize the equation. Simple. Right. The last one. Find the value of k. Okay, so you know the equation. This is what the equation is. Y equals p times q to the power x. Okay. Times. Okay, looks nicer. Which one to substitute? 0. The one with zeros is the best one. So x and y, we substitute that. Sorry, x and y. Y is 5 equals p times q to the power x is what? 0. Any number to the power 0 is 1. So that goes, it doesn't go 0, remember, it goes 1. So times it by 1. P times 1 is p. P is 5. There you go, found the p. Y equals to 5 times q to the power x now. Okay, let's substitute these two numbers. Y is 405 equals 5 times q is no idea, to the power x is 4, divide it, q to the power 4 is 405, remember, divided by 5 to the power 4, basically root it to the power of 4, calculated paper, right? So let's see, root it to the power of 4, 405 divided by 5, which will make it 3. Okay, y equals to p times, well, we know the value of p actually, 5 times 3 to the power of x. Good. Now they want k, no idea. X is what? 2. Y is k. K equals to 5 times 3 to the power x is 2. That's a 9. K is 45. Good. Make sure to do it, and then whatever correction, redo it again. Okay, without looking through it.